PETA's going after you for this. You realize that, don't you? You're going to get on their hit list.
No way.
Yeah, you're going to have a bunch of crazy little vegans chasing you.
Alright, so I was gonna go digging today, but that's not happening. So I'm going to pick up Sue. We are driving down to Maryland today, around the Hagerstown area. We're gonna do a little antiquing because we've kind of hit the antique shops near us pretty hard. And today I have a babysitter all day long. So we're gonna try to head south. Maybe there won't be snow. The last time I was in Hagerstown, I had my estate liquidation business and I was doing a house clean out. And on my way back, I stopped at a little antique shop and I ended up with a taxidermy Pekingese dog. That was really cool. I think they thought it was just a stuffed dog, but it was taxidermy. It was a dead dog. So we're in Hagerstown today. Let's see what we can find. Alright, so Sue and I were on our way to Maryland and we saw a big billboard that said antiques, and we ended up in Chambersburg at Black Rose Antiques and Collectibles, which is kind of crazy because we go to Black Rose Antiques and Collectibles in Hanover, so I guess they have multiple. It's like a chain of antique stores. Alright, one thing I'm always looking for is when I see these like cookie jars, I'm like, I've only had one cup of coffee, I'm like, what the heck is this thing? Oh, it's a cookie jar. When I see cookie jars and like teapots, I'm always looking to see if it says Fitz and Floyd on the bottom, because those ones can be worth money. I'll just post some sold listings so you can see Fitz and Floyd. That's good stuff. You want to pick those up if you find them. Some of them go for hundreds of dollars. Ooh, I love this bowl. Oh, that's so pretty. It's overpriced, but it's gorgeous. It's Fenton, in case you were wondering. It's like an optic Fenton opalescent.
This is an interesting place because the junk is high priced and the good stuff is cheap.
You heard it from Sue, folks. Good stuff is cheap. I noticed this across the way, and I knew right away it's a Cordy lamp. I talked about one of that in my last video, I think. It's this beautiful porcelain, but for some reason it just does not sell. Like, that's about
$35.
That's overpriced for Cordy. Isn't that crazy? I mean, she's just beautiful. Look at her. And for some reason, it just does not sell that well. But oh my gosh, 35 bucks for her. She's gorgeous.
The thing to keep in mind is when you find pieces like that that don't sell but are beautiful, this is the time to consider buying for yourself.
Yeah, oh, definitely. Oh, here's another Cordy lamp. Check that one out. I mean, that's just beautiful work. Look at it. It's got that Dresden lace kind of appeal. And down here, the Capodimonte. They want $65 for that one. That's probably overpriced. And check this out. Tollware. It's not, I don't know, it's like a mix of tollware and ceramic. It's beautiful.
Nice.
Look at the back. Oh, check out this vase.
So what do you think?
I love it.
20% off. Do we want to buy this and turn this into your Christmas present?
Yes. Oh my gosh. So for my Christmas present, Sue is going to make me a lamp. And so we've been keeping our eyes open for a beautiful vase to turn into a lamp. And I think we just found it.
And half the lamp is done.
It already has a hole drilled in it.
All right, let's get this
Oh my gosh, it's beautiful. I spotted it and I thought, oh my gosh, that's gonna have a big price tag on it. 38 bucks, 20% off. Not too shabby. And it's already drilled, so don't even have to do the work. I just found some more Fenton, and I've never seen an angel before. Very cool. I picked it up, I was like, that looks like Fenton, but that's a new one for me. Alright, in my last video, we talked a little bit about Majolica. Check out that Majolica. They want 120 for it, though. So that'll probably be a negatory. Oh, I thought it was gonna fall. Yeah, I'm not paying 120 for that. Check out this totally whimsical lamp. I love it. Oh my gosh, I need this for my kitchen. Oh wait, I already have one, don't I? $3.85.
You don't need it that badly.
Oh my god, look at it. Thanksgiving menu Christmas menu, New Year's menu.
It's
Oh my
replaced
gosh.
bottom. The shelf is missing. Oh, but it's got the original bin.
Oh, but it doesn't have the flour sifter on the door.
No.
Oh my god, I'm in love.
It's like when they would strip the plaster off walls to get down to the original brick.
$245 for a bridge lamp with Reselling glass. And that's just hanging off the bulb. Be very careful, the bulb might shatter.
Yeah.
That's something new. I've never seen that before. Usually you screw the shade on.
Yeah. However,
That's slightly terrifying.
I'd be willing to bet that is not the original shade.
no,
That is
no
not
way.
an original shade even.
That's like vintage. That's not even antique. And that lamp is definitely antique. I love it. But for $245, please, please. Meanwhile, look at all this Fenton. Because we love Fenton. Alright, so I found a booth worth talking about. First of all, the first thing I spotted was this quilt. It's a Lone Star quilt. I only know that because I bought one for $45 the other day. They only want $150 for that, but I don't know quilts well enough yet to take that gamble. But one thing I do know is lamps. And I'm seeing these lamps. These horsey lamps. I mean, check out those shapes though. Oh my god. Like full of mold. Oh my gosh, it lifts up. But I am in love with that horse lamp. Oh my god. $45 for the pair. And I'm also seeing that reverse painted shade right there. And I'm thinking, oh my gosh, that's beautiful. But it's $65. So I have to think about that. I have a lot to think about today. One thing I don't need to think about are those lamps. They're all plugged in, like down in like all this mess. Do you see this? Total fire hazard. My new lamps. I just found a severed head. Oh my gosh. I could do so much with this. How much is that? Oh my god, she even has my haircut. We're like twins. I'm taking a separate head. I can't just leave her here. We have a connection. I got the straps in the back of my car. I just found a new chair. And this one? This is like so Eastlake, so.
It is $10.
$10.
It's actually very comfortable.
Oh my gosh. I'm in love. Like an Eames era chair, $400. Of course it is. Of course it is. This is mid-century modern and they know what they have. Alright, so after a horrible lunch at the Chambersburg Applebee's, that took almost 2 hours, we're back at the antique shop, hoping to find a few more goodies. I don't know if we're gonna make it through now, that we wasted so much time. What a nightmare that was. Alright, but we're gonna keep going. Hopefully find some more stuff before it's time to go. Alright, so right here, a lot of you who took the tour of my garage remember seeing this. It's the exact same one with the original wire handle. That's That's key right there. That's rare to find. They want 110. That's about on point. But what I really wanted to show you was this balloon vendor from Royal Dalton. There's a lot of knockoffs out there. A lot of ceramic knockoffs. This is the real deal. This is Royal Dalton. The quality is just amazing compared to a lot of the knockoffs. That's about how much it's worth. 100 right there. So if you ever come across the balloon vendor, make sure you're looking at a high quality one and not a fake. Royal Dalton is reproduced a lot. Peanut butter glasses, we talked about that a little bit in our last video, the ones that are worth money and the ones that are not. Weed whimsies, don't mess with those unless you know what you're looking for. Lots of goodies in through here. Jadeite, Roseville. Alright, let's keep going.
And because she's making all the wrong purchasing decisions about the fall, that it's not going to be a careful situation. Lamps fun?
This one is especially fun.
I guess so, because it says so.
The finial's not very fun. I was walking by and this caught my eye. This is a Williams & Stevens vase with this application. It's almost always broken, as is the case with this one. And they still want 20 bucks for it. Yeah, right. Alright, I went to go get a cart and I've lost Sue. Once again. We always seem to come separated. Oh, look, a mermaid. Wait. Look, a mermaid. She's actually pretty cool. And for $799, she could be yours. Ooh, Art Deco. Oops, another one. Look, it's an Art Deco lamp. Oh my gosh, there's naked people everywhere. Sue was putting up this painting, but fortunately, as Sue pointed out, she is of age, so we're not going pedophile with that one. But as I'm looking at these paintings, all I can think is happy trees, little happy trees.
That is.
We should just, do you know what we should do? We should go find ourselves some roadkill and just like cut the tails off.
You're a sick girl.
Go find some flattened squirrels and just cut the tails off and sell it for $6.50. $6.50 a tail? That's not bad. No, in all seriousness, the reason I started recording is I wanted to show you these Chippendale hardware. No, okay, so you can tell these are repros just by the back. I mean, look at all that little and the Canada thing. But if you're looking at original Chippendale hardware, it's gonna be more flat because it was sheets of brass and then they'd punch they'd stamp them to get the hardware. And a lot of the times it'll have like kind of a gritty texture because of the sand. Sand? It's like a sand in the mold, yes. which made it like abrasive here on the back. But those are repros. I talked about those in my last video because we saw them at Bedford, so figured I'd revisit that. This is a Koisel lamp. We talked about this. The other black rose. Prices have dropped though. It's probably worth $120 or even less. But it's this pattern right here. Even though it's not super old, it's actually worth money. And I'm seeing this peach blow bowl over here, and I'm like, check out that peach blow bowl. So I'm thinking that if I collect enough squirrel tails, I might be able to fashion myself a nice squirrel tail scarf. We have an hour drive back home, so there's bound to be some dead squirrels on the highway. Sue just laughed. We'll get some scissors, and we'll pull over real quick, and we'll just run right up, snip the tail, and we got a new scarf thing.
Pete is going after you for this. You realize that, don't you? You're going to get on their hit list.
No way.
Yeah, you're going to have a bunch of crazy little vegans chasing you.
Alright, so these are the lamps I ended up with today. They're very curious. I've never seen any like them. And that's usually what catches my eye, is stuff that's unique. Or stuff that I know that make money, so. A little bit about these lamps. These are L.E. Smith glass bookends. And they've been fitted onto these bases. But Sue and I were talking, like, is this like a handmade lamp that someone just threw together? But most definitely not, is what we decided, that these were actually made for the bookends. And they come in different colors. There's amber and green, and there's different bookends too, and they all have this fitted base, this square base, so you could actually interchange the bookends, which is pretty neat. So, $45. That's pretty much all we got today besides the base and that awesome East Lake chair over there. So, all right, good day in Chambersburg.